Happy hump day, everybody. It's Wednesday, coming up on lunchtime. Gonna make myself some lunch. Thought I'd hop on here and chat with you guys a little bit about a subject that's very poignant today. My daughter went back to school today, and it is her first day in high school. I know, I can't believe it. I feel like I was just in high school. Sometimes I still act like I am. I don't know if you guys can relate or not, but then other days I feel like it was 100 years ago and I was never that young. But I'm thankful for the opportunity to still be in touch with people that I went to high school with, even if it's, just looking at pictures of them and their family on social media. But what I have learned in the 30 years I've been out of high school is to allow myself to not be perfect. And that's a hard lesson to learn. And I think it does typically start around high school, sometimes sooner. I think the groundwork probably starts getting, laid for that perfectionist influence in like middle school, maybe even elementary. But I feel like I look back on elementary school as this time where we were all kind of on even ground and we didn't really understand, social class and status and cliques and all of those sorts of things that, can really damage our self-esteem, can lead us to doing some, taking on some pretty poor habits that actually will really, really hurt us later on, and we don't know why, or we don't even realize that we're doing it at the time. In my late teens and early 20s, I spent a lot of time worrying about what people thought of me, trying to become this, perfect image of fun and happiness. And you know what? And I am fun and I am happy and I deserve to be. But I deserve to do it on my terms. And I, was led myself, I shouldn't say was led, but I led myself into relationships that validated me as this good person. I'm opening up my leftovers, guys, if you're wondering what all the sound is. I'm making some leftover black beans and rice, some baked salmon, and some spinach and artichokes. So, figure I'll talk to you all while I make my my lunch here. Anyway, some things that I like to do now, I like to take time to read, and I like to take time to meditate, and I like comedy, and I like, dramedies, I guess that you call them, a good romantic comedy to me is a great time. I think that sometimes romantic comedies can kind of give us the wrong impression of what relationships are supposed to be like. But we can go there. But the biggest relationship that we have, guys, is with ourselves. And if we spend all of our trying to figure out what makes other people happy, we don't have time to worry or to think about what actually makes us happy. Um, a lot of people depend on, myself included, uh, not so much anymore, but spent many, many years waiting and expecting for other people to make me happy. And thinking, well, if I just make them happy, they're going to make me happy. And that's a really skewed way to look at it. Here's the thing. We need to make ourselves happy. I keep flopping my fingers, sorry. And it's not anybody else's responsibility to make us happy, to make us feel fulfilled. There's nothing wrong with making other people happy as long as we don't jeopardize ourselves in the process. So what I say to you today on Hump Day is, be your silly you. Make the food that you like. If you want to live a healthier lifestyle, do it. If you want to eat healthier, if you want to spend more time meditating and doing yoga and not so much time in front of the mirror and not so much time worrying about if you've got the right outfit or the right hairstyle, then do it. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that either. Some people, that's what brings them joy. But please, 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 take the time to figure out what it is that brings you joy. Figure out what it is that truly makes you feel good about you. I love to read. I have to find time to read because I have, several things that I have to do on my plate because, like most people, I'm actually a single mom, so I've got a lot of work to do. I've got bills to pay and jobs to do and my kids to take care of. Well, my son's an adult now and he takes care of himself and he's a good kid. He helps take care of mom too. So, but like I said, with my daughter being in high school, I think a lot about the pressures that we put on ourselves to fit in. And, my daughter doesn't fit in. My daughter is autistic. She's very high functioning. But she is on the spectrum. She has some social skills issues. But she's so smart and she's so friendly. And she just has no idea how amazing she is. And, there are some kids at her school that give her a hard time. And they tease her friend group. And, kids that... things that some teenagers do. And she really, it was causing her a great deal of anxiety last year. And, I could tell last night it was starting to cause her anxiety. Like there's not enough anxiety going into high school. I mean, really. So she and I had this conversation about, love yourself, be you, the right people will love you back, and the people that just you don't jive with them. That's no fault on them, that's no fault on you. We're just different people. And, I think as long as we try to show love and kindness Whether other people show it back or not, it doesn't matter. What we do matters. So, I just noticed I've got on my friend Will Solomon's t-shirt, so I'm going to go real quick. I'm going to shout out to Will. If you want to see a really great musician, go check out his YouTube channel. I'll see if I can't find the link and link it in the bio. But if not, just search Will Solomon. He's a fantastic musician. Anyway, back to our normally scheduled program. Got my lunch about ready. Didn't take very much time, as you can see. I started it when I started this video about 10 minutes ago. Of course it is, leftovers. And my salmon took about, I don't know, 20 minutes to bake last night. The spinach and artichokes took maybe 15 minutes. I whipped that up while the salmon was cooking, and then the black beans and rice, that took no time at all. So, just a reminder, it doesn't take any time to do a healthy, delicious, nutritious meal. If you want more meal ideas, be sure to subscribe, follow me, send me a comment. Is there any recipes you want to know? Is there anything you want to know how to cook? Any techniques about self-love and kindness and accepting ourselves. That's what I'm all about, and that's what my channel's all about. And remember, I do one-on-one coaching as well, and you can always send me a message to get more information about that. But please take a few minutes, like, subscribe, and share. And I hope you all have a wonderful Wednesday. Love and peace.